New Jersey, as we are awaiting the entrance of Elijah Tillery and Alfonzo Ratliff. And there is Ratliff, record of 12-1, 8 by knockout. Records, according to Ring Magazine, his last bout as seen on NBC Sports. He was stopped in round 7 by Tim Witherspoon back December the 5th here in Atlantic City. In fact, that was his first fight outside of his hometown Chicago area. And here is Elijah Phoenix Tillery, 11-0, 8 by knockout. He's 24 years old. He's out of Red Bank, New Jersey. So Ratliff in the ring, and Tillery now through the ropes. And earlier in the day, Ferdy had an opportunity to talk with both Alfonzo Ratliff and Elijah Tillery.
Alfonzo Ratliff, we're here at the Playboy Casino in Atlantic City. There's a lot of gambling going on at the tables, but you're going to have a big gamble in your own life in the ring later today when you face one of your biggest challenges. Now, you're fighting cruiserweight. This is the first time you ever fought cruiserweight.
That's true.
Is that going to be any disadvantage to you to fight a guy that's much lighter and much faster?
Well, I don't take it as a disadvantage. I heard that Elijah Tillery was a pretty good boxer and a fighter, too, you know. And I'm definitely coming here to win.
I can't help but feel I'm talking to a young Muhammad Ali. You look like Cassius Clay when he was 19 years old. You fight at all like Ali?
Yes, well, I think I have a style that's amalgamated and consolidated into one unit that combines Sugar Ray Leonard, Jack Johnson, and Muhammad Ali into one.
That's quite a combination. Now, you're fighting as a cruiserweight. A lot of people don't understand the cruiserweights. They think that's a phony division. How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel that they don't understand the cruiserweight division because it's an idealistic division for the fighters who are too heavy for light heavyweight and who are too light to make the heavyweight class. It would have been idealistic for Leon Spinks.
Leon Spinks would have been an ideal cruiserweight. Right. You're fighting a guy today in Ratliff who has fought a lot of heavyweights. How do you feel about fighting a heavyweight fighter?
Well, it doesn't make me any difference because I feel that if they're not too heavy with a great ability, that they're going to be slower than I am, and I can beat them to the punch and do a lot of things. For the distance, I won't be the loser.
And we're set for the ring introduction. Elijah Tillery and Alfonzo Ratliff in a cruiserweight matchup. Don't forget, later on here on NBC Sports ringside, Curtis Parker and Mustafa Hamsho. Let's go to the ring.
Boxing fans, please welcome Alfonzo Ratliff. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim along with the black lettering. He is tipping the scales at an even 191 pounds. This gentleman hails from Red Bank, New Jersey. Boxing fans, please welcome Elijah Tillery.
The referee is Larry Hazard, running down the rules of the state of New Jersey. And the scoring here on the round system, if the round is even, they go to the 5-point system to break the deadlock. The scoring handled by the referee, Larry Hazard, and the two judges today, Frank Burnett and Ray Hoagland.
Scoring a knockdown. In case of a knockdown, that fighter who scores a knockdown, go to the farthest neutral corner, remain there until I tell you to come out. Fighter going down, you must take a mandatory 8 count. 3 knockdowns in 1 round does not mean the fight is over. The 3 knockdown ruling has been waived. Do you have any questions? Okay, keep those punches up. Watch the heads. Shake hands.
And they continue the intimidation stare. Elijah Tillery in the red and Alfonzo Ratliff in the black trimmed with red. And we're underway. This is round 1. We're scheduled for 10.
They both opened up with bombs, so this has been predicted as a knockout either way. And I must say the crowd is evenly divided.
Elijah Tillery claims to combine the styles of Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, and Sugar Ray Leonard, and guns.
He just did an Ali move with the right hand.
Oh, left hand by Tillery.
Ratliff better start throwing something, because Tillery's getting brave here. He's throwing some very heavy leather, and nothing has happened to him in return.
There you go. Make it even short.
Elijah Tillery landing immediately, and Alfonzo Ratliff, with 1 minute gone by in this first round, and hurting Ratliff.
He's got Ali's speed, all right, and his pinpoint combinations have been landing what Ratliff's waiting for.
Oh,
Only he could know.
Tillery continues to land the left hook to set up the right hand.
Ratliff's got to be wondering when this round is going to end, and it's only in the middle. Elijah, I got the impression Elijah just threw everything he had at him in that first minute and a half. He just all of a sudden has stopped fighting.
Let go to head. Here we go.
Ratliff able to get in on Tillery.
Come on, son.
Both men landing pretty solidly.
Ratliff with a straight right hand. We're less than a minute left. In this first round of the left hand, hurt Tillery. So Alfonzo Ratliff coming right back after the slow start. Yes, Tillery hurt.
And Tillery better get out of that corner. If he's got any Ali in him, he better get on Ali's bicycle.
No holding, Tillery.
Well, this is one of those perfect. First half belonged to one guy, and the second half belonged to the other.
And Tillery able to fight his way out of it after he was stunned by Ratliff. We are final seconds of the scheduled 10-rounder. This round one.
Be smart, be smart.
As we get underway in round two, let's go to the corner of Elijah Tillery.
You can't stop. You don't win every second of it, but you want to stick them. You want to stick them with certain things. So you just keep doing it. Yeah, let's breathe right.
Keep him out in the center, man.
What you want to do, he think you want to give out because you threw a lot of balls. You come there and start putting it in his face. Jab him in his face.
The voice of Kareem Allah, the manager of Elijah Tillery, and we saw a seesaw opening round.
It's an even opening round. That was a great hook by Elijah Tillery just then. Just when Ratliff was getting complacent, and here comes Ratliff.
And the left hook by Tillery. And the right hand by Ratliff.
These guys are just training bombs.
Referee Larry Hazard breaking the fighter.
The overall tone of this is Ratliff looks a lot tougher and he punches a lot harder. Tillery looks like a man that's teeter-tottering on the edge of a cliff.
You think you ain't strong enough to take it, son? Come on, Larry. Go that head.
Ratliff going to watch the butting. These are cruiserweights. That is the division between the light heavyweight and heavyweight. The weight range 176 to 195. I don't know how long these two are going to last. This is only round two.
Right now, he's carrying that comparison to Ali all the way into the rope-a-dope. He's leaning on those ropes, but he's not doing it as good as Ali. He's getting all those shots in the body. Ratliff on top, Ratliff in command right now. And every once in a while, Elijah Tillery, ever dangerous, tries to nail him with a hook or a straight right. Ratliff's bombardment has taken an awful lot out of Elijah Tillery.
Go that head, Tillery.
He's fighting like if it was the last round of this fight instead of the second.
Both showing immediate early signs of fatigue in the second round.
Well, they both blistering first round. By the way, I had that first round even. Tillery took the first half, Alfonso the second half, although Alfonso was doing more damage.
Right hand attempted by Tillery, and Ratliff able to counter.
Corner exhorting Tillery, be smart, but you can't be smart when a guy's pounding on you.
For that hit, Tillery, let him go, let him go.
And that will do it for this second round here in Atlantic City. Alfonzo Ratliff coming out of his corner to get this third round underway. Let's listen in on what took place between rounds of the corner of Ratliff.
Up there tight. If you just got to lay that tight, what he's trying to do, he's trying to let you work. Then he's trying to close out. You understand? So if you're laying that tight, if you're not working, bring them close to you. Move your body around to the side a little bit. Don't lay there in front too damn much.
And that is D.D. Lee in the corner of Alfonzo Ratliff out of Chicago, Illinois. And Elijah Tillery on the right out of Red Bank, New Jersey.
Percy Richardson, the able cornerman, was applying end swell. That's a little cold iron that Angelo Dundee used on Sugar Ray Leonard's eye to keep the swelling down of Alfonzo Ratliff. His right eye is getting a mouse. It's developing a mouse, and it could close from those powerful hooks that Tillery hit him with in that first round, and some of the good ones in the second.
Tillery showing a very effective left hook in that first round. What does the Fight Doctor scorecard show?
Alfonzo Ratliff won that round big. It's a 10-9 round or a 5-4 round, which means that he's now ahead by 1 round. Oh, that's a bad sign. You hate to see a fighter put his hand on the rope. That means arm fatigue.
If something keeps doing, you work it. Work on it. Don't fall down on me.
Again, Tillery loading up on that left hook.
Tillery not using his speed to great advantage as he did in the first round.
Bring him up. Bring him up.
He burned all that speed out in a jackrabbit start, and he hasn't been the same since. Another alley sign.
Grabbing the left.
There you go. There you go. You keep looking now. Here comes to you. Close enough for a good 1-2. Just keep looking, son.
And we approach 30 seconds left in round 3. Elijah Tillery continues to land on Alfonzo Ratliff.
Tillery's always dangerous, but he's not working hard enough. He's looking for that one shot. It's as if he's waiting for his second gas tank to turn on.
And turns his back dangerously on Ratliff.
Look at it. Look at that. That low stuff. There you go.
Final seconds, third round. We'll be back right after.
You gotta keep looking. That's how you looking now.
Ringside, Marv Albert and the Fight Doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. Elijah Tillery in the red, Alfonzo Ratliff in the black. These are cruiserweights. How do you score to this point?
To this point, it is no rounds for Elijah, 2 rounds for Ratliff, and 1 even. So that is 15-13 in points. Ratliff ahead. Tillery's corner just gave him a strange piece of advice. Said, don't dance on him, don't move around. I'll tell you when to dance. He should have been telling him the last 2 rounds to dance.
Tillery came out very strong, and Ratliff able to rally in the latter portion of that opening round.
And has been rallying ever since.
Good exchange. Answered by Tillery.
Tillery has found that second gas tank. Hard exchange by both men. It did not seem to hurt either one.
Oh, the left hand by Ratliff stung Tillery.
That's when you think some steam should be going for the Ratliff's punches. With all the punishment he took, he comes back with something very hard.
And we're halfway halfway through round 4. How does that eye look?
The eye is staying open. That little end swell must be doing the job. That little iron that's very cold and presses against the swelling is doing the job.
We are referring to the right eye of Alfonzo Ratliff.
You can see a mouse there, but it's not much.
Later on, right here on NBC Sports Ringside, the revenge matchup, Mustafa Hamsho and Curtis Parker will go at it again.
That's 10 rounds or less of solid action. Those two guys have only got one gear forward.
Now Tillery looking to cover up on Ratliff.
Tillery looking to lose the round. Just when he had started that round sensationally, he's let Ratliff take the rest of the round. He's been retreating. Ratliff the aggressor. Again, the rope-a-dope.
Referee Larry Hazard says keep those blows up. He felt Ratliff went down low.
It was unintentional. When you're working that close in, some blows will land low.
And we're final seconds, 4th round. Down to round 5 here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Let's take a look at that right eye of Alfonzo Ratliff.
There you see them working on it. He's pressing that cold piece of iron on there, and then he's going to put a lot of Vaseline so that the punches will slide off there. Percy Richardson really knows what he's doing. We've been seeing him in action in the last several months on NBC Fights.
Alfonzo Ratliff in the black, trim with red, and Elijah Tillery, the 24-year-old unbeaten, 11-0, 8 by knockout, in the red. Ratliff out of Chicago has one of the longest reaches in the fight game at 85 inches. Not that Tillery is any slouch at 78.
Tillery's got to start doing some fighting and take a full round because he has no rounds. He's behind. He's lost every round or had the first one even. He's got to start fighting. Another low blow. Just before that bell sounded, they poured some ice down the front of Ratliff's trunks.
Oh, a lunging left by Ratliff. He shortened up on it.
Look, there you go, look. Look, son. That's what you needed.
Bertie, in terms of physical appearance and style, as Ratliff continues to pound away at Tillery, Ratliff's people like to compare him to the one-time light heavyweight champion Bob Foster.
That's a great comparison if you can make it. Bob Foster, in my book, was one of the great light heavyweights of all time.
Ratliff is only his second bout outside the Chicago area. His most important victory, a 10-round decision over veteran Leroy Boone.
Now, most people feel his cruiserweight division is just purely baloney, but you know what? It can grow into a great division. These guys are just too big to be light heavyweights and not big enough to fight big heavyweights, and we can heat up with a great division here.
Another good exchange. Tillery landed to the body.
4 or 5 great punches by Tillery. He's fighting back. He's got to get some of these rounds.
And Ratliff right back.
Keep on now.
These two guys are really fighting it out.
Cock it and you make it good. Take that stuff off, E.B. Floyd.
And we approach the 10-second mark in this 5th round. It has been a good one between cruiserweights. Alfonzo Ratliff. Look at the corner of Alfonzo Ratliff, and again repairs underneath and around that right eye.
And it confirms that Percy Richardson has found the secret of perpetual middle age. All you can see is a bald spot from the top.
Bertie, you have a way of capturing these significant events. And this is round 6. Marv Albert, along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. Big day of sports here on NBC. Later on, we switch to the Inverary Golf Classic, Lauderhill, Florida. And the Vintage Invitational Seniors Golf out in Palm Springs with a fellow by the name of Arnold Palmer. Tied for the lead with Dan Sykes.
It's a halfway point in this fight. For the 6th round, Elijah's got to quit giving ground and come forward. He is certainly not winning rounds going back and letting Alfonso get off. The fight is now at 1-3-1 with Alfonzo Ratliff ahead.
Minute gone by in the 6th round.
Tillery trying to use the ring, trying to pick his spots to fight. He's burning up a lot of mileage in that ring. I don't know if his legs will take it through the full 10.
You gotta touch him back. You gotta touch him back. Try to look forward first.
Don't you pull that head.
Ratliff ready to stalk him, prepared to go around and rest, but he's really picking up the round with aggression and occasional sharp punches.
Tillery landing consecutive combinations after he went up on his toes.
That's what Tillery's got to do.
Right hand by Ratliff, that really connected.
He put an inch of air between his feet and the canvas with that punch. It just got right up. Tillery just lifted right off the canvas with that punch.
In the state of New Jersey, the scoring is on the round system. If the round is even, they go to the 5 points, and it's handled by the referee and the 2 judges.
I must say, Ratliff is impressing me greatly. Not only is he a relentless aggressor, but when he gets there, he really puts hard punches in.
You gotta fight.
And that is it for round 6. And we welcome you back to our premier show of NBC Sports Ringside. This is round 7. And Elijah Tillery was just told, take control. He is setting the pace on you.
And truer words were never spoken. That is a capsule comment of this fight. Ratliff has taken control. It's at 1-4-1 for Alfonzo Ratliff.
Now there is a look at the Ferdy scorecard. First round even, although Tillery came out very strong. And Ratliff able to turn around and come back to rally.
You gotta take some kind of charge. Make it good when you're gonna bring it to it.
Tillery is staring defeat in the face here. It's obvious that he can't go back and just pick his spots to fight because Ratliff won't let him.
Elijah Tillery again looking to go up on his toes, landed the left and comes back with the right hand. Tillery landing on Ratliff. But Ratliff hanging right in and stalking again.
What a jaw on Ratliff. And here's Ratliff to the attack. Either Tillery can't punch that hard or Ratliff's got concrete in his jaws, and he didn't show it against Witherspoon.
And following that play, Ratliff looking more confident than ever.
He should be. Everything's going his way.
Right hand by Ratliff.
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Again, Ratliff. Under a minute left. Round 7. 7th.
That warning was against Elijah Tillery to keep his hand off.
Right hand by Ratliff.
Elijah Tillery's taken every bad page out of Ali's book. Ratliff giving a relentless beating to the body of Elijah Tillery, and it's paying off. Tillery looks like a beaten fighter.
He is only intent with covering up at this point. Alfonzo Ratliff doing whatever he wants in the 7th round.
And he is just punching a heavy bag now. He might as well be right in the gym.
And we are final. Round 7th. The corner of Elijah Tillery.
Hit him with the short
And
right hand.
Tillery
Right there
taking
for
a
it.
pounding
Bring it
in
under.
round 7.
On this overhead shot, you can see the very little bit of fighting that Tillery did that turned Ratliff around and made him mad and made him pound for the rest of the fight.
Elijah Tillery coming in unbeaten, 11-0, 8 by knockout. Alfonzo Ratliff at 12-1, 8 KOs on the record. And it appeared in the points of that 7th round that Tillery was about to quit.
That's for scoring fans. This is a 5-3 round. In other words, a 5-4 round, which has been up to now. Ratliff just been winning. That one he won convincingly because Tillery just didn't fight. So the score now stands 34-30 with Ratliff ahead 1-5-1.
Ratliff with a significant left hand that hurt Tillery again.
If you like it, give it back.
The only danger Alfonzo apparently faces is exhaustion or a hand injury because there's no fighting on the part of Tillery.
And you can see the confidence of Alfonzo Ratliff. He continues to smile at Tillery, who is not smiling.
Make them do it. Step to him and do it. That's the only thing you got to do.
Well, Ratliff told us in the interview he wants to pound that body. It could also very well be that Alfonzo has fought nothing but heavyweights.
Come on now, we gotta push it. We gotta push it.
And Alfonzo Ratliff's right eye is looking better as the fight progresses. That was a question earlier.
Well, nobody's hit him but Percy for about 5 rounds.
Don't let him dictate to it. 3 guys. Ice up. 2 right. Ice up. 2. Get on. Ice up.
Tillery got it a left hand, but it did not have much effect.
And most of it was gloved.
Tillery attempting to battle back in this 8th round, but not able to land.
Crowd responding to Tillery because they want to see some action from Tillery. Tillery doesn't seem to be able to fight 3 minutes out of every round.
And Tillery is from Red Bank, New Jersey. Alfonzo Ratliff hails from Chicago, Illinois.
Come on now, we gotta dictate. There you go. Take it loose.
There's the smile again on the face of Alfonzo Ratliff.
He has every reason to smile.
A very low-key round for both Ratliff and Tillery. As we get set for round 9, here's the corner of Elijah Tillery.
You better try. You better try.
And those were not low-key tactics in the corner of Elijah Tillery.
Yeah, braver words were never said by a second. You better triumph, he said. In the interim between rounds, Mickey Duff, the famous English promoter, came over here and said, I got a doctor that can make Elijah Tillery a world champion, Christian Bernard. I think that's kind of an uncharitable thing to say.
And you use his lines for
Well, he does need a little bit of heart to pull out the 9th and 10th here. There's no way he can win except to knock out Alfonzo Ratliff, and he's going to have to get lucky, and he's going to have to fight hard.
Well, left hook thrown by Tillery. This is our opening bout of the premiere show of NBC Sports ringside. Coming up later on, the rematch of the bout that took place back in February of '81 and televised by NBC Sports World. Mustafa Hamsha winning that controversial split decision over Curtis Parker. They'll meet again in the ring later on today.
The pity of this match is in flashes. Elijah looks great, but he can only fight in flashes.
Particularly right at the start.
He doesn't respond well to continuous pressure. Something that his idol, Ali, flourished on. He loved pressure.
Combination by both Ratliff and Tillery. And again, Tillery turned his back at early cost. Halfway mark, round 9. We are scheduled for 10. Tillery landing.
He's got to fight 3 minutes of every round, and he could possibly take a round every once in a while. Backing him up into that same spot on the rope. I think he's taken out a mortgage on that spot. He loves it. He's right there pounding away again.
Well, that particular portion of the rope is well worn.
So he can cut that rope off and take it home and hang it over his bed. That's the scene of one of his greatest triumphs.
Again, Elijah Tillery up on his toes and dancing.
Unfortunately, it's not a dance contest, it's a fight. Dancing's good if you fight after you dance a little bit. Again, the hand on the ropes.
Don't hold that rope.
Final seconds of this 9th round. Ratliff, who has been very confident the last 6-7 rounds, and understandably so, it has been his fight following the difficulty he had in round 1 when Elijah Tillery came right out and came out effectively against Alfonzo Ratliff.
Don't wait on nothing. Come on,
here's a replay of the sporadic action when Elijah Tillery wakes up and starts to try to fight some, but almost as soon as he does, Ratliff says, wait a minute, this is going my way, not your way, and he changes the whole complexion of the fight.
He stole it, man. You can't let him
I love what Ratliff looks like today. I was disappointed in him against Witherspoon. I thought he could do much better against Witherspoon, and today is good. Let's listen to Percy.
This is the final round.
Percy said goodbye.
And upcoming the 10th and final round. Elijah Tillery does have an incredible facial, and I say facial resemblance to Muhammad Ali.
Yes, he does. Good right hand. Again, the hand on the ropes. Good right hand by Elijah Tillery. He should fight this like he fought the first round, all out, because he must knock out Alfonzo Ratliff. I could not see him winning this anyway. Looking for that right hand.
Looking to sting the jab to set it up.
You could just see him winding up with that right hand. Tillery lost his mouthpiece.
Opening minute, 10th and final round.
His corner and the fans are hollering, cook, cook. But I'm afraid it's his goose that's cooked, not him. He has no mouthpiece and he looks tired and perplexed and lost. Again, the same piece of real estate on the rope. Again, Ratliff's advantage.
Referee Larry Hazard attempted to break fighters and changed his mind. And now the break as we approach the halfway mark of this final round. Of course, Ratliff content for the fight to remain in this battle the rest of the way.
I think at this point he's content to be perpendicular, not horizontal. This Alfonzo Ratliff is all business. He's got this fight won, and he's still there, and he's still punching away. I like what I see today.
Let him go, Elijah. Let go that head. Let go that head.
Again, Tillery with the hand on the rope. Brace himself. Under a minute left. Final round.
It looks like he studied the film of Ali and took all his bad habits and didn't retain many good ones. He's got to throw something. There's 38 seconds to go. He will not win this fight unless he throws and fouls.
Ratliff finishing up with a combination. And a right hand that glanced off Tillery.
I like the kind of fighter that fights every second till the 10th round is over with. Ratliff obviously knows he won, and he's still throwing bombs. Watch the right hand. Watch the right hand.
So this will go to a decision, and it will be no question about a victory for the man they call the Fonz. Alfonzo Ratliff will be back to hear that decision. And back in Atlantic City, New Jersey, we are set for the official decision, although on our scorecard appeared to be a no question about it, the victory for Alfonzo Ratliff. Let's go to the ring for Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Playboy Hotel and Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the scoring by rounds as follows. Referee Larry Hazard scoring it 6 rounds Ratliff, 3 rounds Tillery, 1 round even. Judge John Stewart scoring it 8 rounds Ratliff, 2 rounds Tillery. And Judge Frank Brunette pens it in as 7 rounds Ratliff, 2 rounds Tillery, 1 round even, and a winner by unanimous decision, Alfonzo Ratliff.
So a unanimous decision for Alfonzo Ratliff. Referee Larry Hazard.
And hopefully sometime in the future I'll meet him again.
Nice debut for the cruiserweights, and congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Back to you, Marv, at ringside.
All right, Ferdy, Alfonzo Ratliff does it here on NBC.